tell us what went through your mind the first time you saw the finished movie?
That, that I wasn't planning on having the emotions, and I didn't know that. I'm coming in, I'm sitting in the editing room. They're like, "You want us to sit?" Well, no. I'm ready to be critical or whatever. And you start off, and then it's like, oh, yeah, go, hurry. And you know what's gonna. I know what's gonna happen. But the movie, I don't know if it's obviously it's the filmmaker. And I like to think it's the actors too. But it's also that kind of a story. It's just kind of one of those stories that make you feel like, man, you want them to do. You want them to win.
It is a very tense movie.
Is it tense?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I was tense, and I knew what was going to happen.
Can you talk about the action scenes? I heard you did some pretty impressive stunts.
I tell you what, Chris Pine did more heavy stuff than me. He was hanging off the side. He was brave. He was laying out. That train was rolling, and they got him on a cable for safety, but the trees going by don't know that. Or if you slip and fall, there was no room for error. So, everything that we did was obviously well thought out, and by the time they let us do it, they knew, it was safe,
But you were hopping from train to train?
I didn't have to do the hop part. I did the climbing part and the running part. But then I was hopping and climbing up to the top. But they had some wide shots where they used, I shouldn't say this, but it's true, they used stunt guy. I wasn't going to do that. Because then now in those particular shots, I think they couldn't even use a wire. And the guy was up there running around. He actually, I think, slipped one time. They had one shot, there's a scene where Chris jumps into the truck. So they had a stunt guy do it first. I shouldn't give it away. But the guy slipped and didn't make it all the way into the truck. He's hanging on to the side. The truck's going 50, 60 miles an hour. He's hanging on like does a cowboy where your feet bounce, and he comes right into the trunk. And they're like, "Oh, that was great. That was amazing. Do that again." Like, you guys are crazy. Crazy.
Well, and one final quick question. All this research into trains, can you drive a train now?
Yeah, you put me in there for 10 minutes and go through it with me one more time, I can see you later. So now, can I stop it? That's a different story. No, I can drive it. I think I could, yeah.
You know what the brakes are.
I know what the brakes are, the dynamic and the independent.